I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know.
Hey man, let's jump right into it. But a lot of people partied with Diddy, and now he's arrested, and it's sending shockwaves in Hollywood. RJ, celebrities are weighing in, and today we're gonna take a look at some of these reactions so far, and we're gonna break them down and see if people are siding by Diddy, standing by him, or are they throwing him under the bus? And how do you feel about these charges? How do they feel about these charges? Let's talk about it, man. RJ.
Yeah, let's talk about it. A lot of people started talking, and more. It's like, so it's amazing to see how Diddy went from being a mogul, being someone that got people fired. I think there are a couple of stories where Diddy made a phone call, allegedly made a phone call, and got people fired. And fast forward a year later, months later, because it's really accelerating, and people are just going wild, man. People with channels, with YouTube channels, dedicate a whole show on on Diddy and get good traction as well.
Yeah.
Even if I do say so myself. But yeah, before we continue, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on other socials, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, guys. As you always know, we highlight the best comments, the most noteworthy comments. So don't forget to let us know your thoughts and opinion, so you can get a chance to get your comment mentioned in the next show. KR.
Yes, yes. So on Monday, we talked about the arrest and his bail. Today, we're going to talk about the reactions. And we're going to chop everything up. Like we said in Monday's show, for those of them who haven't checked that one out, go check it out. Today, we're going to talk about the reactions. Maybe next week, we're going to talk about another part of this trial, because, I mean, it's far from starting. I think they said it's going to be maybe in 2025, 2026, maybe even. And yeah, I mean, we there is a lot to talk about. There's a lot of angles. People have been talking about Justin lately. People have been talking about French. Both are quite quiet. So today we're not going to talk about them. But the
Usher as well.
Huh?
Usher as well.
Usher as well, also very quiet on this side. But yeah, so yes, let's start today with the first person who responded, one of the first well-known people who became quite well-known through this process, which is Gene Deal. Gene Deal was one of the people that responded to this arrest. Let's take a look and break down what he said as a response to this arrest by Diddy. Fair use.
Some dudes belong in jail based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man, when they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bro. And that's not my doing. That's not Cassie doing. That's his doing and his learned behavior from the people that mentored him. You got to realize, man, he learned from Andre Harrell. He learned from Russell Simmons. He learned from Clyde Davis. You understand? When those people are telling you that they were heavy into the drugs, they was heavy into beating women and doing things at that age, at that crazy stage, that's going to make him think that he could get away with the same thing that they was getting away with back then. You understand? The things that he was saying, you know, the touchy-feely between two men and all that stuff like that, man. All that, he learned that from them dudes. When I told y'all the story when me and my man went up to Russell Simmons and he had house and he had a man in bikini drawers in his bedroom, in his bed. You
Bro,
understand,
this is
bro?
crazy. Bro, this is crazy. Yeah, this is what Russell, Russell might be. Yo, Russell. I'll be honest. Russell really saw this coming a mile ahead. He's the only one, bruh. He's in Bali right now. According to him, he decided to start his yoga in Bali, a yoga teaching school in Bali.
Yeah.
It happens to be that Bali is also doesn't have an extradition treaty with the U.S., but hey, that's coincidence. There's nothing nothing to do with anything. He's been accused of allegedly some things like grapefruit. Hey, but had nothing to do with his. No.
Let them do a scan of the grounds on which the his yoga center is established, and I bet you'll find some tunnels there.
Chapo style. El Chapo style, man. But hey, he might be right. I mean, to be honest, a lot of people are focusing right now on the party aspect, right? The flying in peas that sell putanga, all the wild parties. But what people are not looking at first of all, is the recording without consent. This maybe distributing without consent. He had 4 AR-15s, all numbers scratched off. That's illegal. Well, you can say he was putting people under pressure, maybe blackmail with those recordings. So this is the thing, right?
That's what's being alleged, and now I think I even saw, because what's the name of Belize's Obama?
Oh, you mean Shyne?
Shyne, yeah, Shyne, aka the Belizean,
What's his real name?
the Belizean Obama. In any case, Shyne.
Obama. That's his new name.
What's his name?
Bobama.
Bobama.
Elise Obama.
So Shyne was in Shyne.
Are you
He had
gonna
an
talk about
original
Shyne because he's also in the list to be discussed today?
Okay. No. We can move. We'll talk about it later. Then.
Okay. Let's go to the next person. Well, also I won't say friend of the show, but he's been a returning guest.
If you can call him a guest, I don't know if we can call him a guest.
What I can call him is someone with a teeth, but okay. Oh man, that was foul. Okay, well, my bad. Hey, let's see what Damon Dash has to say about this arrest.
That's the day I met that me and Aaliyah, we hung out there and then we left. And that's what happened. That was 20 years ago. That was not in LA or Miami. But I know they're gonna play games with them pictures. It's all good. I don't really care. My thoughts on Diddy is sad, period. It's just sad. And crazy. And it's shocking. I should don't want me outside at all. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure. But I know I've been over here. And I never judge a man for any preference and all that, and they keep it to themselves. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. So none of that, and I don't know anything about any of those things. From 2005 on, I wasn't around. And that was the reason why I wasn't around. So what's good is I don't know anything.
Let me go back. None of
that, and I don't know anything about any of those things. From 2005 on, I wasn't around. And that was the reason why I wasn't around.
So from 2005, you wasn't around, and those were the reasons you wasn't around. And then you say you don't know anything. Anyway, but I think he's right though. You're on mute. Think? Can't hear you.
I said maybe he was talking about the rumors. So maybe you heard rumors or you heard some weird things. It sounded too squishy. And then he said, no, I think I shouldn't be around.
Imagine
But-
the pause getting caught up.
But this has nothing necessarily to do with Diddy. But did you see Dame Dash's interview on Nick Cannon's on one of Nick Cannon's platforms, podcasts? That was like a year or two ago,
No.
bro. He was talking about Jay-Z. Because Nick Cannon started asking a question about it wasn't Elias, it was another artist. And then he said, but if I do the
Fox.
calculation, if they
Foxy
saw each
Brown.
other,
Foxy
What?
Brown. Foxy
Foxy
Brown.
Brown.
Jay has Beyonce on the list. Foxy Brown, they both have Aaliyah on the list. Well, Aaliyah I don't think she was a minor back then. She was 18. But she's very young as well.
Yeah.
But Foxy was, Foxy Brown. There are rumors that Beyonce met Jay-Z when she was 16, 15, 16.
Doesn't mean that anything happened, of course. But
One can allegedly say that you're grooming someone, but hey. But yeah, he's also on the list. He better pay off Foxy really well, because otherwise it might come back to haunt him, man. So that's
I think, let's continue.
Yeah, and you want to say something? Because then we go to the next.
Well, it's not because we have a lot of Diddy stories, but I think a lot of people who were doing all these wild things. Because remember, everyone says the 80s were wild. People were just doing coke in public. But now we're talking about the 90s KR. We're talking about the 2000s KR. So
Early
if
2000s.
Cosby could, you understand what I'm saying?
We've been to different Me Too phases. We are now in Me Too 2009. 2000, early 2000s. We still have to catch up to 2024 now. So I think we're almost there.
Right.
So who else is gonna be? Not gonna say what I want to say. Who's gonna get caught up? Let's go to the next one, man. Bobama, Belize Obama, aka Shyne, chimes in on the arrest.
When I was a 18-year-old kid,
Fair use.
just wanting to do nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and do what all of us want to do, be recognized for our talent and take over the world. I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave, I moved on, but let us not pretend as if I was in Miami for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And that
spent a birthday with him once.
I
saw a birthday
I
cake.
went again to do a charity event for impoverished youth in London. So let us not lose sight of what the cold hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on, and for the better interest of Belize, because he was in a position at that time to give scholarships and to maybe invest. I would not deny attempting to bring the investment to Belize and to bring the contributions to education to Belize, but don't distort it as if, he and I were bombale. This is someone that destroyed my life, but do I take any joy or any satisfaction with what he is going through? Absolutely not. I am different than maybe other people. No one needs to fail for me to succeed. No one needs to suffer for me.
In your
Tell
Yep.
the people in the back to stop talking.
They talk too much. As soon as they deported Shyne, his accent changed. So he didn't want anything to do with Diddy anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, he might be right on that one. I mean, Diddy basically set him up to be the fall guy.
At least that's what he says, and a lot of people have been suspecting it, but no one dared talk. No one dared to talk. No one dared to say something. No one dared to go against the diddler. I do have to say that I find it very mature of him, very professional of him to address it like that. He's in a suit.
He's a politician, so
He's a
you can clearly
politician. Yeah,
hear he's
yeah.
also a politician. So we can
It doesn't seem
clearly.
like he was reading off a prompter like Kamala, but that's something else, I guess. That's
Now
something
Kamala
for
would be
another show.
stuttering.
What?
Kamala would have been stuttering or laughing. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
way the diddler is forms part of a bigger diddler, a multiverse of diddlers.
Oh man, but yeah, it's I mean, he's right. Very, like you said, very mature of him to forgive, but he still talks like a politician. So talking
You don't
about, I
trust him.
went to him for a investment for Belize. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, guys, let me know in the comments if this is true. If I remember correctly, when he was released, he got 1 million from Diddy. Allegedly, apparently, I don't know. That's what I've
No one
heard.
asked what he had to do for the million.
Well, you had to sit 7 years, so count how many thousands for what each year. That's very cheap, right? He made hundreds of millions. You were sitting there in the pen, and now you got deported as well. So, hey, man,
Do you want?
let's
So the question is, do you want 1 million for 7 years in the penitentiary, or 1 million
oh,
for 7 minutes
oh,
on Diddy's lap?
no. Will you wait a second? You're saying 1 million. No one left Bad Boy with any money, so sit on Diddy's lap for free. I don't know what you're talking about.
With a credit note.
I'm pretty sure Black Rob, R.I.P. Black Rob died being homeless. All these people, Danity Kane, and all these people, they don't have a penny to show. Faith Evans, all the people who signed at Bad Boy are worse off than they were before. They either hooked. Hey, do you remember Loon?
Yeah.
Loon was rapping on I Need a Girl. Loon
Yeah.
became a Muslim after he left Bad Boy. Bruh. Was it Loon? One of the rappers on I Need a Girl.
Yeah. I was. I think it was Loon, because he had Loon and I in the past I used to confuse Loon and Mace.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, wait a second. What? I guess
But
you
the
were
reason
young
wasn't
back then.
because of
You
who
were
they
pretty
are
young.
or how they rapped. It wasn't because of who they are were or how they rap, It was more due to the fact that I always I associated everyone as like I didn't associate them as independents. It was only until I got older that I learned to appreciate um, Mace.
Mm.
But it was always bad boy, bad boy. So I always associated all these artists with Diddy, and so I remember it was someone related to Diddy, and
Mm.
I recall that Mace and Loon, to me, it didn't really matter. Just like you had like Diddy, not Diddy, Nelly, and the Saint Lunatics. I always knew who I knew Murphy Lee, but the rest is always like a blur. If you tell me the names, I don't know which one they are.
No one cares either who they are, but
Murphy is dope, man. I just say that. Here.
anyway, hey, the last one of today, the last one for today is going to be the one and only
Prince of Pan-Africanism.
Fair Use. He's gonna go off the rails. You can already see in his face and on his shirt. He's preaching liberty.
Sean Puffy Combs' federal charges have little, if anything, to do with domestic abuse or pedophilia.
One more
Wait
time.
a second. He's gonna repeat it. Let's spin it back.
His major sex crime federally is he's being accused of transporting women across state lines to engage in sex. What we call prostitution. Not Casey, not the freak offs, not underage girls, but prostitution. Why am I bringing this up?
KaiR.
He's already off the rails because he's talking craziness. That's not the charge, but continue.
Why is he? Is it me, or is he pronouncing prostitution like restitution?
Oh no.
I think. I think he's so
speaks
used
with
with
a- he speaks anyway. Yeah. Oh man, he says it with a lot of passion, man.
Because I don't support prostitution either. I do not support men paying for the sugar box. I do not support black women having to sexually exploit their sugar box in order to pay their bills. With that being said,
Yo. Sugar box. I said sugar box.
Bruh.
Come on.
prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth. Prostitution is the oldest female business on the planet Earth.
One more time.
Prostitution.
Yo, why do you have to repeat it 3 times? Yes, we got it the second time, man. Why do you have to repeat it 3 times, man?
Is
But
the
I'm a-
oldest female.
I'm surprised that he's repeating only. So this is the first repetition, because usually he starts repeating from the get-go.
From the get-go. It's making
Okay,
sure
sorry,
you
Dr.
understand
Umar.
that's the first one.
Sorry, Dr. Umar. Sorry to interrupt your third round. Go ahead.
female business on the planet Earth. It is the sexual trafficking that Sean Puffy Combs is being accused of. Not domestic abuse, not freak offs, not stomping out Cassie.
They probably can charge him for Cassie's situation because it's already.
Statute?
I'm pretty sure that's why they can't charge you. That's why they released it. It's this. It's you. And imagine getting charged by the feds because you were stomping out a girl. That's wild. That's not a fat case. That's a Miami State Police case, maybe, at best. Anyway, let's continue.
Not engaging in sex with underage women. It is interstate sexual trafficking.
Racketeering. Go watch this guy spreads so much misinformation. It's crazy. Go watch our Monday show where we basically break down everything he's being charged with. It's not only prostitution or whatever trafficking he did. It's much more than that.
Are you saying that the Prince of Pan-Africanism is spreading fake news?
Well, I won't say fake news, misinformation.
Not complete. So because the information is not complete.
It's not complete.
And so half truths are also lies.
Well, according to politicians, it's not. But okay, let's continue. And maybe we should ask Obama. Obama from Belize. Maybe he can tell us if half truths are full truths or full lies. If you're half black, you're considered black, not white, unless your name is Drake. Oh man, why well, let's continue. Let's close this one. that was crazy. Oh man, let's close this one up.
That is the charge. Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up, please God, because when I listen to the news, they're not talking about the evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. When I listen to the news, they're not talking about the evidence of Sean Puffy Combs. When I listen to the news, I have yet to hear anybody give me a specific piece of interstate sex trafficking evidence against Sean Puffy Combs. I'm going to say it again.
Imagine you charge someone and you throw all the proof in the media. Day one. Here you go. Here's all the proof. Oh,
Can you imagine Dr. Umar being in charge of writing the charges?
no, would have been 2,000 pages.
You'll be tried for the same thing twice.
Again?
They'll be tried for the same thing twice.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man, thank God he's a content creator and not a prosecutor. If he was a prosecutor and he was this good, he might have a chance of becoming president like Kamala, but hey. Or is there such thing as a Kamala video out there? Was she also at one of those diddler parties? Guys, let us know in the comments what you believe in that. Maybe it's something we can dive into. I mean, you can, like I said, there are unlimited angles to this. Because don't forget, Kamala was in the 90s. Arm Candy to that singer, which I forgot his name. I think it was Joe? No, it wasn't Joe.
I don't know what's name.
I've
But
seen
another
the
reason
video.
why this case can be approached from multiple angles is due to all the cameras in the room.
Hey man, guys, what do you think about these reactions from the celebrities? Are they fair to Diddy or are they missing the bigger picture? Is Umar yapping again? Is he talking Japanese? Some people are saying this is a long time coming. He had it coming. The music industry needs a new face. Hey, he did what he did. He got to sit in jail. Maybe a couple of years, maybe the rest of his life. Who knows? Let us know in the comments what you believe. Join the conversation and drop your thoughts in the comments, and we'll pick some of the best comments to feature in the next video. So make sure you share your hottest take.
Yes,
Audrey.
yes. And we'll be highlighting some of the best comments in our next video, as KR said. So if you got a hot take, let us know. Also, as we always say, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching, and let's get and keep the conversation going in the comment section. That being said, KR, we can move to the next segment.
Yes, man. The next segment is the Reddit story. We always have a great Reddit story, and RJ chooses the Reddit story. I hope it's not a Diddy story being spread out, fake stories being spread out on Reddit. RJ, what do you have for us today?
Thank you. My boyfriend of almost 3 years went on vacation and came back a married man. How do I move forward?
Wait a second. Is he African? I'm pretty sure this sounds like he's African. This sounds like an African.
And I quote, hello Reddit, I need advice. I need advice. This situation is long and complicated, so please bear with me. I'm a 24-year-old female, and I met my 26-year-old boyfriend 3 years ago. He offered me a ride after a party, and we've been inseparable ever since. Maybe it was a Diddy party. He's Middle Eastern, not African.
Oh.
And I'm a Latina. Notice, guys, it says Latina, not a Latinx. Please stop the nonsense. Because I was always very cautious, making sure no boundaries were crossed. No pun intended, I guess, right? He was very honest and told me he wasn't looking for anything serious.
Mm.
At the time, I
told
felt
you
the
from the
same way.
start.
So I seemed like a good fit. I waited a few weeks before being intimate with him. But when I did, it was by far the best intimate experience I've ever had by a long shot. 6 months later, he asked me if I was seeing anyone else. 6 months later, you ask, okay.
Wow.
I returned the question and he said no. I told him I wasn't seeing another either, and I didn't need anyone else. We smiled, kissed, and that was our way of becoming exclusive. Or so you assumed, ma'am. But okay. 1 year later, I have a key to his condo, and my parents allow me to stay at the night at this place on weekends. This woman is 24-year-old.
Oh my God. You're getting real
Okay.
rough by this guy, and still you need permission by your parents. Okay.
Yeah, okay. He's briefly met my parents, and on my birthday, he bought me a Mercedes. I'd like to add that he never officially asked me to be his girlfriend. A few months ago, he informed me he would need to go back home for a family matter. No kidding. His father had been very insistent. Days before he left, I found him in the kitchen looking sad, so I went over to hug him. I told him everything would be okay. He kissed me, but not like he always did. This was different. We went to the bedroom and we made love for the first time. Huh?
What the? Oh yeah.
I'm so confused right now.
He was poking her without love before.
Yeah, that's what she means, because she then goes on to say not sex but love.
Yeah.
So the previous one were just okay. I get it. Oh, you're the love doctor now, KR.
I'm a man of many talents.
I've seen you juggle 8 bottles of baby oils at one point. That's pretty impressive. Afterwards, he looked me in the
that's
eye.
also something I can do. Ladies, call me. Don't expect a freak off though.
Afterwards, he looked me in the eye and told
Here
him,
back when we get these double thought millions and try to sue me for some change.
Afterwards, he looked me in the eye and told me he loved me. I was crying at this point, and I told him I love him too. We had never said it. We never said I love you before. So last month he left. We texted and had a few short calls, but by the third week, I'd only get 2 texts a day: morning, good night. Without warning, as I'm getting off work, I walk out the building and see him standing next to his car. I run to him, hug him, and kiss him. That's when he said we needed to talk. We went into his car, and after a long silence, he said that the reason his father wanted him to go back home is to meet the girl he wanted him to marry. I was shocked, but said nothing. He continued by saying his father had arranged the marriage between the families a while back. I know it should have clicked right there and then, but I was waiting for him to finish. To tell me he fought with his family for me, for us. But he said nothing. He finally looked at me and said, I'm sorry. I left the car in tears. He followed me apologizing, saying he didn't have a choice. He even said his wife knows about me and she knows he loves me. He wants me he wants me to hear him out, but I'm so angry at him. But most of all, I'm angry at myself. I feel like if I talk to him, I'll turn into everything I despise, a woman who doesn't know her worth and will betray herself in order to keep a man. I keep replaying that last week before he left over and over in my head. Maybe if he hadn't made love to me, maybe if he'd never said I love you, maybe I could move on. But he said those he said those things. No, knowing he was about to marry someone else. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, but the timing is setting off red flags. I'm always crying and I'm afraid to fall into depression. I feel like I need help to get myself under control. But how can I move forward, KR? So this lady comes to you and asks you this question. What would be your advice?
They always say a shoulder to cry on is something to ride on. What?
What did
You're
you
on
say?
mute. I said a shoulder to cry on is. You asked me if she comes to you. A shoulder to cry on is something to ride on.
Okay, gotcha.
But anyway, let's give her some advice before we clap.
What did Cam said? I'm about to get some cheeks after this one.
Hey man. So we are dealing here with a quite. This is the complication when you're dealing with in relationships with different cultures. Obviously, he chose for his culture, his background, and that's the complications a lot of times you see where people might feel the pressure to choose for the family. They break. They might fight, like you said. Maybe he fought, maybe he didn't. Who knows? But sometimes people put you under pressure, and you can't you can't you can't hold on. Maybe he gets some money from the family that he used to buy you that Mercedes, and he doesn't want to lose that. I mean, that income. So he chooses himself rather than choosing for you. So don't feel bad for yourself. I mean, technically, he never said you were boyfriend or girlfriend. Technically. Well,
But you know what, KR? I think a lot of people don't see it officially, right? A lot of people. They just are with
yeah,
each
that
other.
is true. That is true.
Um, to be honest, I find it a bit corny as well to say, "Do you want to be my? Do you want to be
It
my?"
is. It's
You
like
can have
a.
the discussion, right? Are we exclusive? Are we exclusive? Um, the dude
Did he
clearly
say
knew
yes?
why.
Did he say yes when she asked him?
No, no, no. They just said
They're gonna be
that
excluded.
they weren't seeing anyone else at that moment, but they never said let's be exclusive.
Okay. I never saw anyone else, so he never lied to her.
Yeah, exactly. But he didn't say
He,
that
did,
we are
he, didn't,
exclusive.
he didn't see his bride until he stood at the altar.
Yeah. And so that's, but he knew. So this is my point. You knew that you, as a man, you know that you're going abroad to get married, or that has something to do with marriage. You then make sure that before you leave, not only to give her the best night of her life, but then to say, I love you. I love you. That's a whole move.
Yeah, that is. That
Why
is.
would you do that?
Get her digmatized. Because then you have a side chick. Because he doesn't really love the person he married. He wants to have
No.
the girl as a second option. It's like a Hail Mary.
Yeah, but at the same time, I have to say that this lady, she's 24, but she's talking like a kid. Saying my parents allow me to sleep over, but you're an adult.
When clapped
So
the whole time.
I think in her case, she just needs to. So the whole side chick thing is one thing, right? But as a 24-year-old, you clearly love the man, and you're still like you're an adult, but you're still not maybe fully matured. You shouldn't be making these types of decisions. Just move on, go through the pain. That's what you need to do, KR. But it's a hole move to tell someone, you know what, I love you, while you know that next time you see that person you'll be married.
Yeah, that's crazy. He alpha widowed her on purpose. So he can always have access to her. Well, at least that's what he thought. Let it go. Let it go. That's the only thing. I mean, there's nothing else to say, right? I mean, he has chosen his own path. I do agree with you. It's an asshole move by him. That's definitely an asshole move by him. By not playing open card and saying that what he was gonna do, because saying you're going for family affairs and then turning out the family is you creating a new family. That's wild. That's
The
a
family is
wild.
you, yo. The family is you, and the affair is with her.
That's a wild statement, man. But hey, you have people like this out here. You gotta keep your head on the swivel, as they say, because people are out here throwing jabs at you, lies, fake news, fake stories, fake I love yous. Hey, man, they'll tell you I love you and then put one in your back, poke you in the back. Whoa, wait, pause.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And they want to use the words, but hey, man, hey. Since
Diddy
it's
style.
Diddy these days, so hey, man. But I would say forget him. Find yourself a rebound guy and screw his
Type
brains
of ad-
out.
what type of advice is that?
I'm giving her the advice. Find a rebound guy, screw his brains out, and
Hurt
continue
him.
with your life.
Hurt
No,
him. So then
don't hurt
he
him.
continues to hurt
No,
someone else.
don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Screw his brains out and tell him it's a friends with benefit situation. And Alpha Widow. Well, anyway.
Be a be a boss, babe.
Nah, but all jokes aside, I think that's the best way to go forward. Find yourself someone else to give you some support during this hard time. There's always someone with hard support out there.
True
Actually,
words are never spoken.
any man can give you hard support, but
know what? You know what? I should have stopped you when you were doing good, because now it's just it's just downhill from here, man. It's just downhill. Right. Let me just highlight
Oh, man.
the
Yes.
top comments, and then we can move to the next topic.
Hey,
Oh
by the way,
God, no
not
matter.
not only men can give you hard support. Also, the lesbian, the was the was with the strap on.
KR, man, come on.
Hey, man.
You should mute your mic now, man. You should just mute your mic. Let me just close this segment off so we can move on. This is just
Hey, we are inclusive here. We are inclusive. I'm trying to be inclusive.
okay. X3X says, "Oh God, no matter the circumstances, this guy is a D. I'm so sorry this is happening to you. Please just take things one day at a time and don't contact him. He has a wife now. This is the life he chose. He knows. I know he felt like he didn't have a choice, but there always is. Take time to process all your feelings and get some emotional and physical support from friends. I mean, let's be honest. She'll never be able, even if he divorces the woman and comes to her, she'll never be able to trust him. Potent technicality says he always knew this was in the cards. He used you. If he sincerely did care, he would never have let it get this far with you. He'd
Correct.
have left you rather than hurt you this way. If it helps, be angry at this, be insulted he wants you on the side, but avoid him like a plague. Don't hear him out. Focus on spending time with friends or family. Last but not least, Combination Calm 9616 says he had a choice and he chose his family over fighting for you. I'm guessing he was dependent on his family to live his current lifestyle. Please never go back to him, as he has already wasted 3 years of your life, even though you knew he was never going to stand up for you or your relationship. Also, never be in a relationship where the man doesn't feel comfortable to give you the label of girlfriend, and not shout it from the rooftops or at least
Well,
social media.
let's not get too much too excited now.
KR, with all due respect, you're the last person to talk right now about getting too excited. With your last comments, I think this one is vanilla. Yeah, okay. So thank you for the input, but let me just finish this and then we can move on because this is
Okay,
just
I put
ridiculous.
myself on mute.
Yeah, so that you are together. I'll just read one more. Salt record 1100 says he's Middle Eastern. He will have to marry a girl from a similar background. I'm pretty sure he knew his family would be marrying him off. I know plenty of guys from the Middle East. He will never settle down with a Western woman. He will date and use you but won't commit. You just wasted your years of your life. He will come back around. Make sure you reject his calls. What will she do? She'll probably talk to him one more time, because that's what people usually
One
do,
more
and make
time.
their lives more complicated than it has to be. In any case, as we always say, please let us know your comments. Let us know your comments down below. We'll be highlighting some of the best comments in our next video. So if you got a hot take, let us know. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the conversation going in the comment section. KR, we can move to the next segment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Second topic of today. We talked about Diddy. You mentioned H to the OV. Second topic of today is Jay-Z. Is he being set up by Jesse Collins? In a recent interview, Collins emphasized that Jay-Z calls the plays, and it's clear that he trusts Kendrick to deliver a show-stopping performance. It be sometimes your own people who will throw you under the bus. RJ.
hey, man. Before I say whatever I want to say, remember, guys, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on other social, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. I think Jay-Z needs to watch out. That's what I'll say. I say that because I mean, if you believe the prince of Pan-Africanism, there is a witch hunt against what we call, who's we, because we ain't French around here, but what
Yeah.
people call black excellence, black
You learn fast.
excellence.
You learn you learn fast.
Yeah. And people are more comfortable snitching now that there are a lot of platforms. And I think that they don't even look at it as snitching. They just look at it as we're telling a story,
Sharing information.
sharing information, because I'm an interesting person. And so, hey, Kendrick is popping. And if Jay-Z is calling the shots and making enemies, let's just hope all the things that all the rumors surrounding Foxy and Jay-Z are just false. But go ahead, KaiR.
Yeah, since joining the NFL in 2019, Jay-Z has been pivotal in shaping the halftime show lineup, using his influence to spotlight certain artists who reflect the culture. Jesse Collins, who's an executive producer since 2021, was right by his side this whole time, helping him to craft the promises to be unforgettable performances. And they have been. There have been. But as you guys know, there have been also controversy relating to the latest selection, which was Kendrick Lamar versus Lil Wayne. People were hammering down on Jay-Z, mainly Lil Wayne fans, and Nicki Minaj, Drake fans. Well, actually, everyone who is Young Money, Cash Money fans or Kendrick haters. These days, it's hard to distinguish them. But hey, anyway. So now Jesse came out in his Variety interview and thought it was a good idea to say the following. We love Wayne, Colin says. There's always Vegas odds on who's going to get to perform it. But I think we're going to do an amazing show with Kendrick. And I think everybody's going to love the halftime show. I know Kendrick is going to work exceptionally hard to deliver an amazing show. It's a decision that Jay makes, Colin says, of choosing the annual halftime act. Since we've been on board with that show, he's made it every year. And it's been amazing. He always picked right. Roger.
Think people are looking for drama because, let's be honest, KaiR. The fact that I'm choosing, if I'm picking a list, that means I'm picking who I want. That automatically excludes other people. But the way they're trying to spin the story is by letting it seem as though Jay-Z is sitting in the meeting saying, I don't want Wayne. And you're not voting against someone, you're voting for someone. And he clearly thinks that Kendrick can put up a great show.
With he, you
Well,
mean
clearly,
Jay-Z.
according to Colin. Let's
Yeah.
say according to Colin. So if that's the case, I wasn't picked, KaiR, to do the halftime show. Does that mean that Jay-Z was sitting in the boardroom saying, I don't want RJ? No. People just want drama. But I think it's more voting for Kendrick and less voting against Wayne.
Yeah, people are so used to vote against whoever they don't want to be elected that they try to apply that thought all over the place. I do agree with you on this that it's more for Kendrick because don't forget the whole thing started off years ago. He helped Wayne paying his tax. He owed like a couple of millions in taxes. He helped him. So if you hate someone, hey, it's a hell of a hate. If you help someone pay their taxes, they owed millions. He owed millions. So yeah, I think this is a people are trying to reach. With all due respect, I've seen a couple of these shows by Lil Wayne. Yes, he has great songs, but the show aspect. I mean, if you've seen Kendrick's show, what he has performed so far, his catalog and performance on stage in these prime time situations, it has always been top notch. So saying that, and to be honest, with Lil Wayne, you get a rapper. You don't get a real performer. Let's be honest. The only performance I saw from him is inhaling weed and trying to keep it as long as possible in his lung on stage. But okay.
But I think so. A great halftime show would be Young Money, Cash Money.
Yes.
If you have Wayne and you and me, and but I think that would have happened though. He would have brought out Nicki. He would have brought out Drake. But I think another. So I think you pointed it out in the previous show that a lot of times the hometown artist is not the one that's going to be performing during the halftime show. It's just the best people. They just look for who's the best person that can perform in that particular halftime show. So it has nothing to do with the hometown as much as it has to do with the artist. And
They,
so
oh, yeah.
yeah, and so I mean, because if the halftime show, if that was the case, and there was a Super Bowl in Atlanta, I wouldn't be going. I'm just saying.
Imagine they they hire Saucy Santana to do the halftime show. Hey yo, that would have been crazy, yo. Oh my god. Saucy Santana with what's her name? Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah,
1-2 punch.
twerking for the president.
Oh man. For
And so,
Kamala. Right for
and yeah,
Kamala.
so I think people are just trying to make and it's yeah, we went through a list in one of the previous shows as well, right? To look at who were nominated, who were the performers in the past. Bruno Mars performed twice. I mean, if you do a good job, if they think that you can do a good job, and of course it's an international event. So you look for pop stars. Usher is a pop star, Rihanna is a pop star, Taylor Swift is a pop star, Prince. Well, Prince was dope, but when he performed, it wasn't his peak. But when he started playing Purple Rain and it was raining,
Yeah, but yeah. But
I
it's
mean, he's a legend, is what you want to say. But you
yeah.
can't, you won't. I
He's
mean, there are a
still
lot of
pop
legends
star.
that
We
won't.
cannot compare him to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne hasn't been buzzing in years. Kids these days don't know Lil Wayne if you put them next to BG.
BG.
Yeah,
I know
BG.
BG.
Oh, you see? You wouldn't even know. Imagine kids. BG is one of the members of the group he was in.
Okay.
He's also was also on Cash Money. You kids these days won't know. Should I say this? Should I say it? You can choose. It's in your hands, RJ.
Is this? Can I ask 3 questions before I answer?
Okay.
First question: is this a female?
Oh, no. It
Okay,
has to
go
do
ahead.
with a female, but no.
Okay, go ahead.
The heck? Kids these days wouldn't know the difference between Lil Wayne and Kamala Harris's dad. He apparently is Jamaican. Oh man, shout out to Kamala Harris' dad. He's a professional man, so I shouldn't have said that. He's a professor, from what I've heard,
He's a scholar. He's a scholar.
and he's also not black. But okay, that's another. Have anyone asked themselves why we haven't seen Kamala's family hanging out?
Well, I looked him up.
Have anyone asked why haven't we seen a family picture with the family, mom, dad, siblings, maybe aunts on both sides of the family? We should see that. I think we would quite fast have a conclusion about this topic. People would stop talking about it. But okay. Hey man, RJ, do you have anything else to add about
Don't know
Jay-Z?
how we got here.
Oh, come
I-
on.
Check the link I sent you, because I'll tell you this: Kamala should be happy that she wasn't born, that she doesn't have the complexion of her sister, because then we wouldn't be having this discussion.
Bruh. Let's people are actually kidding themselves. I don't know why people don't do the research. What are we talking about? This is why anyway. This is why people find themselves at a Diddy party slipping on baby oil because they cannot run away and have drugged out. Because you don't do your research. You don't see them coming. You gotta see them coming. Anyway, hey, let's close this topic off, man. Anything else to say about this?
Nah, man.
Okay, guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, Young Money controversy. Should Lil Wayne have been the one performing? Should Jay-Z have taken a step aside, put his ego aside, maybe, according to Nicki Minaj, and choose Lil Wayne? One thing I want to say though, all these years, Jay-Z had all the power to choose whoever he wants. He hasn't chosen himself, which is quite interesting. Drop your comments drop your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll be picking the best one to feature in the next video. Make sure you drop the hardest stakes. So we have
We're
enough.
highlighting the best comments, and so drop your hot takes, and also don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. We can move to the short thoughts segment, KaiR.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As we always do at the Double Thought Show, we have short thoughts where we discuss commonplace situations and trending news and give our short take on it. Today, we start with Shannon Sharpe is being clapped back at by Cameron. Fair use. Shout out to Cam, legend in the game. Always they both, Cam and Mace, and also Shannon Sharpe, have great shows. So, guys, let's see what. Oh, wait a second. Why is this gone? Oh man. Let me think. Sometimes things don't go as they should. Fair use. Fair use.
Day he comes on his show and he's like, basically, everybody talking about me. I don't really care if it ain't Joe Rogan or it ain't the Kelsey brothers. Everybody else is underneath me. So I wouldn't pay attention when nobody say only person I would listen to is Joe Rogan or the Kelsey brothers. Once again, the white man is the only person that you would listen to. Again, my nigga, Shay. Sometimes you gotta think about what you saying.
Put your glasses
Put your
on.
glasses on.
We
If
had
it
to
ain't,
go
if it
there.
ain't the Kelsey brothers or Joe Rogan, I ain't listening to them niggas. He ain't saying it or your name or nothing like that.
The
But he
ice is colder when it's white, baby. The ice is colder when it's white.
but he basically tried to say everybody else that was talking shit about it is beneath him. Pause.
He's basically saying everybody black is beneath us.
Yeah, you said
heard
it.
you. We heard
We heard you loud and clear. We heard you loud and clear.
But what I don't get still is like, why is just making a comment on the situation considered hating? Because it's like, you did that. We're making comments. That's what we're supposed to do. Same way you make comments. Because literally the other day, like I was asking, because I was thinking about it. I was like, why is it called Club Shay Shay? I was like, why is he called Shay Shay?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, Stat, you're hating. Da, da, da. And I'm like, no, like as a grown man, why are you called Shay Shay? I don't understand that. And that's not hating. That's a genuine question.
And that's the ladies' accent.
Like, I just don't get it.
And I'm not being funny. I'm just asking the question.
It is SHA.
Shay Shay.
But it's Shannon. It's short.
Yeah, but Shannon, like,
But
why
where
would
the-
just
with
be
a
Club
Y.
Shannon? Like
Where
Shay
the-
Shay?
What Stat is saying is you can't say Shay without twisting your going one of the- That's what she said.
I just got questions. And I just want answers. So apparently that's considered hating. I just wanted to know why the man was called Shay Shay. That was it. So
Yo. This clapback is crazy, man. They always, yo, one thing about, there's two people I wouldn't want to respond on or get a response from is Cameron Mace and DJ Academics.
What about Star?
Star as well. Shout out to Star. Yo, Star. Well, Star is a bit mild these days, but hey, shout out to Star, man. Star is as well very good. Well, he will send you to the gulag for sure. But yeah, what do you think about this?
So let me start with the Shay Shay. He explained it a couple. Shannon explained it that he was called Shay Shay as a player, so it's Club Shay Shay. So that's just the name. It's not like he chose it. It's just the way what people call him, and that's
It has nothing to do with a twist. in the
no.
neck.
But
Okay.
Cam
Well-
and Mace are trolling. I mean, ever since ever since Shannon came addressed them and said something like, I mean,
Guys, go check
when we
the
say it
clip.
to my
We have
face.
it in our clips. We have it in our clips.
Yeah, so they've been trolling Shannon, and so they're not gonna stop trolling him. I think Shannon was referring to the white man when he said it? No, he just used two examples that gave them they gave Cam his opportunity to talk about it, but which black content creator would you think right now, if I say has more than 3 point something million, who will you think of? And I think he's also
As in
thinking about
podcast?
in this what?
As in podcast or just subscribers on YouTube?
No, I mean
etc.?
podcast, right? Because he's comparing apples to apples, I think. So in the podcast world, which podcaster, black podcaster, has more subs? Not that, so I'm not saying there aren't. I'm saying name them at the top of your head right now.
More than him. Oh, that's a very hard one to too fine. Double Thought Show is in the neighborhood, but yeah, I think we have
Shay Shay has 3.5 million.
we fall just short. So
Shay
I'll
Shay
give
has
him that.
3.5 million. Nightcap has 1.5 million. What does Cam Newton?
Maybe 700K, I think, by now.
4th and 1, right? Cam Newton.
Oh, you mean just
1.5 million. So Cam's channel is 1.5, which is the same as Nightcap, but not the same as Club Shay Shay. So we're saying I'm looking up what's the Kelsey brothers channel.
Yeah. Cam and Mace have 700K. So yeah, it's very hard. I don't know who can.
Well, they have
You have,
3.5. It's not even that big. So
so you're talking about podcaster, but if you look at streamers, you get in different
you could have mentioned Kai Cenat or something.
yeah, you get in a different realm, but those are not podcast / reaction channels. So
no.
So it's very hard, but yeah, they might have a point. If you want to hate, you want to troll, yeah, they might have a point. So anyway, anything else to say about this one?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, then let's go to the last one.
All right.
I have a question.
Go
How
ahead.
do you wash your chicken?
How do I wash my chicken?
Yes.
Is this like a double entendre?
No. It is no, definitely not. Yeah, it's just your chicken. When you prepare chicken, how do you wash it?
I put it in water. I put some vinegar and some
Lemons?
lemons, lime, and I let it drip. I let it sit in for a while until and sometimes some salt as well. Just let it sit there for a while to get the smell off, and that's how I wash it basically.
Okay. Well, we have a cooking expert, Bobby Parrish, who's gonna tell you not to wash your chicken. Let's take a look. Fair use.
Winter chicken dinner, my friends. But first, I've got to wash it with dish soap, right? Because I watch social media. That's what everyone's doing these days. No, I don't know what has gotten into people, but who the F thought it was a good idea to wash your chicken with dish soap, laced with artificial coloring, harsh fragrances, and really harsh scrubbing agents that are just bad for you. When they say wash your chicken, I'm pretty sure Mama meant wash it in the sink with water. But guess what? Mama was wrong, because when you wash chicken with water, you're spraying the contaminants, the salmonella, the bacteria all over your sink, all over your backsplash, when if you just put the old chicken in the oven or on the grill, it would kill any possible contaminants on here. So please, for the love of God Almighty, stop washing your chicken. Winter chicken dinner, my friends. But
KaiR, he might be right about the bacteria, but I'm never not gonna wash the chicken.
Yo, this is the same people who say you don't have to bait for a week. It's not needed.
Come on, man.
You take that into consideration.
Come on.
But by the way, the way it's telling you is you're washing it with water straight in the. Oh man, this is crazy. You want to watch it again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's take another look at this craziness.
first, I've got to wash it with dish soap, right? Because I watch.
Is this a trend on TikTok?
Wouldn't know.
social media. That's what everyone's doing these days. No, I don't know what has gotten into people, but who the F thought it was a good idea to wash your chicken with dish soap, laced with artificial coloring, harsh fragrances, and really harsh scrubbing agents that are just bad for you. When they say wash your chicken, I'm pretty sure Mama meant wash it in the sink with water. But guess what? Mama was wrong, because when you wash chicken with water, you're spraying the contaminants.
No one washes chicken like this, man. Straight in the sink. No one. I've never seen this before. You put it in. You put the water. You let it sit. Not in the sink, of course.
In a
You let it
in a
sit
in a in a
in a
pot.
pan or whatever you want to call it. You can put it even in a bowl. You let it sit, and then you yo, what is this, man? Hey, man. But hey, some people out there are making content. Maybe we should start making content like this. How to wash your chicken for white people.
Spoiler
yeah.
alert, you don't.
You don't. Yo, just throw it. Hey, just throw it in the oven.
Yeah, that's
Yo, yo, that's
they create
definitely
a problem. Yeah, this is a strategy, right? They create a problem that didn't exist, then present you the solution.
sounds sounds like a true hustler.
Yeah, come on, man.
I want to sell you a pen. Can you write something for me? Oh, you don't have a pen here.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. $5.
$5. Write this down. I just bought a pen for $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might
How
be
much
right
is
on
the
that.
pen? $50 million. Say no to the pen. You gotta
no.
tell him no. You gotta tell him no. I did.
Anyway, man, guys, let us know in the comments how you wash your chicken, or do you even wash your chicken? No double entendres, please.
Yeah, guys, I don't have anything else to add other than to tell you thank you for tuning in. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our socials, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new content. And we always ask you to comment, give your opinions on what we talk about, whether you agree or disagree. Let us know in the comment section, and we'll highlight the best comment in next week's show. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see each other in the next one. Until next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And
all lies will be exposed. Good night, guys.